Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks. Just yesterday I made a video on this, and if you didn't watch it, watch part one, or it's a video right before it. And look at the difference in the thickness between here and here, and that's just personal preference. I think this one looks much better. But I thought I'd add another element. We have the same thing, so if you didn't watch part one, get your 3-point curve line. Let's zoom in here. You don't have to be exactly in the middle of that area, but we're going to get close and then go all the way to about there. And with the 3-point curve line, I would suggest trying to kind of keep this same curve up. Now let's get our smart fill tool. We're going to use that same color. Now let's nudge those out of the way, and let's nudge those out of the way. I like nudging out of the way because that way if you see something you like different. Let's take away the outline by right-clicking. Now we got two parts here. If you look, two objects. So we're going to interact a fill tool here now, and we're going to go from about there to there and add some blackness. And really, you could almost stop right there because it looks pretty cool. But we're going to go ahead and add a little bit to that one, so I'm going to click on that. But this time I'm going to go just like a little bit of darkness across it. This would be a really good example to clone, but I'm not going to. I've done plenty of videos on cloning. Control G to group, Control D to duplicate, Alternate C to rotate it 120 degrees. I mean, look at the difference of the aspect. I'm not going to say it's any better, but it's pretty nice. Yeah, I really like the first one better, but it does give it a different look. And if I would have cloned that, you know what? Let's just clone it. So to clone, you've got two pieces here. So we need to go to view, go to object, group, and ungroup it. And we're going to clone each piece. So I'm going to go to edit, clone, move it out of the way. I got my nudge factor set on too much. So this is our control curve, which we need. I can move it up. And on this one, I'm going to clone it. Go to clone, and I'm going to move it over, and then move this one. This is our control curve. Wow, that's right. I just hand moved this one because that's really good enough. Now we're going to take both these and move them back. Let's move this out of the way for a second. Now for just a second, I'm going to group it together, Control G, Control D, Alternate C, and rotate it at 120 degrees, Control D. So now what we can do, let's zoom in here a little bit more. I have to take and go to object and ungroup these for this to work. Now let's bring these more into the picture. They don't have to be together because they're separate pieces. So we're going to get this one and look at the difference now when I use the interactive fill tool, and watch over here as I change this bar. It changes all of them at the same time. So you kind of get I call it real-time experience. And you know, there's a lot you could do with this. Move this out, have less, more darkness. Then you could change this one. You could actually invert. That looks pretty cool within itself. And so you could have the black and white. That doesn't really make so much sense if you're trying to get it to look like it's coming behind there. But you could add a little black to the corners. I love using the clone tool when you're doing stuff like this because you can really see it. You can't really tell when you're working with these two pieces, but when you put them all together, that's what you get. Anyway, I hope that helped a little bit. Thank you for watching.